Barbell complex. The important thing when you're doing this barbell complex is give yourself enough rest between exercises that you feel good and you feel strong when performing the exercises. The other thing to note is the most limiting factor in any type of complex, whether it be barbell or dumbbell, is typically your grip. So you're also going to need to rest as much as you need to. Lastly, when you're doing this type of exercise, you want to keep the weights light, but you want to try and get your heart rate up as best as you can. This type of exercise or sequence of barbell complex is a perfect additive into what is already a good, strong, heavy weight week. So if you're doing a lower body, an upper body, or two lower bodies and an upper body, this is a nice exercise, complex that you want to mix in that will help complement the work you've done already, but not overly tax the body. For this complex, we're going to use 5 exercises. I suggest having the bar racked up at the top. From here, what I'm going to do is I'm going to lift the bar off and I'm going to go down. The first exercise is going to be our Romanian deadlift. Sitting back, driving up. Sitting back, driving up. Sitting back, driving up, like so. From there, I want to try, if I can, to go right into my bent over rows. Pulling into the belly button, up and down like so. You want to make sure you have a good lean with your your bent over rows so that you're not pulling into the neck like so. Make sure you can get at least to 45 degrees as you're doing so. From there, I want to try and prop the barbell up. I'm going to have it back. I'm going to bring the barbell onto my back and I'm going for back lunges like so. Alternating each side, back and forth. When I'm done my back lunges, I'm going to place the barbell back. I'm going to pop under. From here, I'm going to go into my push press. So I dip down, drive the weight up overhead, and start again. Dip down, drive the weight up overhead, start again. One thing with your push press, if you've had any type of shoulder injuries, you're not comfortable pressing overhead, you can't use the weight of the current barbell that you have to get it overhead, another option would be an upright row, where I'm going to pull the bar, little lean down, and pull it right up. I go no higher than my nipples, and then pop down. So it's up, 1, up, 2, up, 3. Notice how when I do my upright row, I'm sitting back just a little bit so that I can use that momentum and I don't place too much tension into my neck. So you have your Romanian deadlifts, you have your bent over rows, you have your back lunges, you have your push press or your upright rows. The final exercise is going to be back squat. I'm going to reach under, and from here, legs drive wide, up, squeeze. Legs drive wide, up, squeeze. When I'm done, I place that barbell back into the rack. As you can probably notice, I'm a little bit out of breath and I only did a couple reps. So you can see how challenging that barbell complex is going to be. One other thing to note is I'm doing this exercise lifting the bar off the rack for video purposes. Typically, I would always recommend when you're putting the bar on and off that you can see where you're placing the bar so that you're like so, and then when you're done, you place it here. The other thing to note is if the barbell is a little bit too challenging, you don't have access to a barbell or you don't have access to a barbell that's light enough, you can perform all of these exercises using a light set of dumbbells as well as an alternative.